Right guys, so you might be currently going through a breakup at the moment, and if you are, you're probably going to come to a crossroads. Now you have the easy path the majority of people take, which is chasing the cheap validation on social media, going on nights out, getting drunk, numbing yourself, chasing one night stands. Or you can take the hard path for growth, and that is facing the pain head on, learning how to deal with it by yourself, sit with it and process it, and utilize this pain and discomfort to propel you to the man you're going to become in the sense, maybe a year, 6 months. You need to utilize this discomfort and pain for growth, but you need to face it head on. Now, depending on what stage you're at, it's very hard to sit with the pain and discomfort by yourself, but you need to work on regulating your central nervous system. So at the moment, you're probably quite ramped up, fight or flight, a bit of a panicky state. Well, you need to do certain things like meditation, breath work. There's exercises you can do to help calm you down and get you to a more balanced point with your central nervous system, which is going to also make your mind more balanced, and you'll be able to think more logically. So you can there's a quick exercise I do throughout the day, because it doesn't look that weird. So you can do it in, I don't know, like if you're in your car or whatnot, you can do it and you don't look like an absolute weirdo. But it's essentially you just look right for a few seconds, sitting down, look left for a few seconds, sitting down, feeling the stretch in your neck and your back, clasping your hands together, put them to the back of your head, keep your head forward, and then look all the way to the right hand side while you're keeping your head forwards, until you either yawn or take a deep sigh of relief. And that's when you'll know that your central nervous system is being a bit more relaxed, you're a bit calmer, So that's a really useful technique to use throughout the day to keep you more balanced. Now, I think a very important thing going forward and for growth is to frame this mentally as like you are the main character of your story, of your movie. And I think it's useful to create almost like an avatar, the future you in a year's time. Write on a notepad is good. So write down the characteristics of this avatar, explain in detail what this person is going to be like. This is what you envision yourself, your best version almost, let's say, in a year's time. Have that written down on a piece of paper. And every day you're striving to become that person, every single day. In the evening, you can self-reflect on the day and see, okay, did I maybe overreacted to that, or I didn't act in such and such a way as my avatar, who I'm going to be in a year's time. And you need to slowly, gradually build yourself up day by day, and you're eventually going to become that person. And each evening as well, visualize yourself being that person, where they are, what's their lifestyle, what's your aspirations and dreams. Have they made it? They've made it. Visualize it. It's a very important thing, because you need hope right now. So I really highly suggest that you do this, and it makes a huge difference. The other things you can do is break down smaller goals. So this is a goal, say, to where you're going to be in a year's time, a 6 months goal. Maybe a goal in 12 weeks, which a good one could be a fitness goal. So like, do you want to get in better shape? Well, make that a goal now. So you want to get in better shape in 12 weeks time. Even another good motivator to do that is, if you're in the position, book a holiday and go by yourself if you have to. It's that's a very good thing for character development, I think. Going on holiday by yourself, because you need to make things happen. Or you either sit there, do nothing, or you make stuff happen. You socialize with people, and you're free, you can do whatever you want. You're creating your reality. So if you that's a good, like I said, A, it's good to go travel solo. B, it's great to have a holiday booked as a motivating factor to be in this shape for that period of time. Okay, so that's another thing. And then you have daily goals as well. What do you want to achieve tomorrow? You need to be implementing positive habits into your life every single day. Like the meditation, you can decide tomorrow I'm going to do 5 minutes of meditation in the morning, and I'm going to do 30 minutes of meaningful work in the evening. So implement that tomorrow, and then the next day try adding on top of that, and it's going to compound over time, and it's all about the snowball effect. And once you compound enough of these positive habits together, which they will not really require discipline, you're going to get momentum behind you. And that's what you need. You need the momentum behind you at the moment, because at the moment you may feel very down. So you need hope for the future, and you need some positive momentum behind you. So that's also extremely important. Now, another thing I'll speak upon, I'm going to go into more details over like the diet, the fitness, but like I said, with the avatar thing, you've got to, if you've written out all the characteristics and say skill sets that they have, well, you should be very busy working on these every single day and implementing something what's going to help you get to that position where you're going to be in a year's time. So you should also be like, even if, like from myself, for example, I have really not the best social circle. I know a lot of people, but I'm basically on my own. But I framed this in such a way whereby I see like, what's a man I want to be? I want to be the guy that, I don't know, like you hear the stories that someone got locked up falsely for a terrible crime for, I don't know, 20 years or something crazy like a life sentence. And I'm that guy to get locked up or be in prison studying law, working out any way possible to get out, and constantly keeping hope and keeping faith that I'm going to break free and I'm going to crack it, you know? That's the type of guy I want to be. So with my current situation here, I'm happy in a sense because I'm proving to myself, okay, I can do this. I am self-resilient. I can do this. This is my avatar, not that one precisely, but I want to be that type of person, and I'm sure you probably do as well. So take this moment, or what you're going through in this period of time, is an absolute blessing, and just face it head on. Face the pain head on. Don't run away from it. Like I said, learn how to regulate your central nervous system. Learn how to sit with the pain and process it. Improve yourself every single day, even if it's by a fraction. You got to do all these things, and this potentially could be the best thing that ever happens to you, providing you go down the right path and you don't stray and go for the cheap validation, which is obviously so tempting. You know, you're missing somebody, you want the comfort of someone else around you, you want to talk to someone, but where's that going to get you now? If you go on one night stands and stuff, it gets you absolutely nowhere. You know, you feel shite afterwards, whatever, and you know, it doesn't fulfill you. You know, it doesn't fulfill you talking to random people on social media and all this stuff. It's just quick dopamine hits, but it's not going to be what makes you grow. What makes you grow is delayed gratification, not the instant, you know? So take the hard path and keep pushing forwards. And if any of you guys are in this position, like, put something in the comments. I'd love to hear what your plan of action is and how you're moving forward. And I'm going to put plenty of other videos up with the methodologies and the things that I'm implementing currently for me to get into the position I want to be in a year's time. And I'm going to practically, it's almost like vlogging this process. So I'm ground zero now, technically, in a certain way. And that's the way it pans out in a year's time. But I've already got certain things booked and plans already. I have my vision of where I want to be in a year. And I'm putting the wheels into motion. And there's one last thing I'd like to say. I like to implement, I don't know, I learn things from everywhere, like some weird hippie stuff, you know, or real technical stuff like with AI, for example. Like, I think you can utilize tools from every area. You don't need to become dogmatic in one thing. Oh, you're the hippie person, you know, so you're just doing a breath work and a meditation, but you're not going to utilize some of the, like, say, AI or whatever, you know. No, I want to cherry pick all the best things and combine them together. So what I want to mention about AI can be useful. If you chat with ChatGPT and then you you can brainstorm with it, and you can maybe work out an actionable plan of what you want to do, because that's a big one, is purpose. A lot of people lack real purpose in life and they don't know where they want to go. But it can be handy with ChatGPT. You can brainstorm with it, tell them, you know, what's your likes and interests, what type of things you've been thinking about. Maybe you want to have a job that's location independent, so you can make money online, for example. What type of jobs would it recommend? And it's a good thing. You can bounce ideas back and forth. I found that very useful. So yeah, you can utilize AI even in this current situation you're in. It's a useful tool amongst the other things I've been talking about. So look, I hope you guys are on the path of growth, and I hope you try implementing these small things, just this thing of creating this avatar character, or where you want to be in a year's time, and framing it like you are the main character of your movie. And every good movie, they go through hardship and they come out the other side, you know, and this is going to be you. So practice these techniques, try implementing a small positive habit every day, and get the momentum behind you. All right, guys, keep moving forward.